Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the review of this Lenovo Flex 5 laptop. And guys, this is actually a mid-range laptop, but this is actually a 2-in-1. As you can see, it moves to a tablet one also, and this also has actually a proper stylus, so you can write on the screen and stuff. It's actually a touch screen that you get on this one. And I have been actually testing this for the last 45 days. This is actually a review unit that was sent to me by Lenovo, but I didn't post the video earlier because this model is simply not available as of now. The Lenovo team told me that during the first week of November, it should come back in stocks. And about 45 days ago, when it was just launched, the pricing of this one was about 57,000. So let's see how would they price it now when we have actual stocks. The specifications are amazing on this. This has the new AMD Ryzen 5 4500U. Hence, it's a proper 6-core processor. The performance is blazingly fast on this, and you have this form factor. So at this price point, you're getting a lot, but let's dive down into this one. What do I feel about this? And what are some of the things that I did not like? So let's go over the same now. So guys, this is the Lenovo Flex 5 laptop. It actually has a 14-inch screen, that's a 1080p screen. And guys, this is actually a touch screen, but you'll notice that this is glossy type. This is not a matte screen, but this is a 2-in-1. That means you can just rotate it like this, and it'll ask you to move to the tablet mode. And if I press that, now you can use it like a tablet mode. And if you bring it back in the regular mode, you can go back to the regular exit the tablet mode. One thing I like is that you get an active stylus with this one, so you can actually use this. And I didn't use it, but my daughter was playing around with this one. She drew it, and you can write stuff on this. It also has buttons here. I wouldn't suggest doing it like this, but folded in the tablet mode, it works a lot better. So you do have a proper active stylus, and I like the fact that you're not paying anything extra to get this. Generally, with other vendors, they charge almost about $100, but you don't have any place to keep it, so they gave this like this. You can put this and put it in a USB slot. So I don't know how practical it is, but yeah, that's how it is. And again, what I like with Lenovo laptops is the keyboard. So I actually like the keyboard on this one. The key travel is very good on this one, and it also has backlighting, so that's actually nice. You can adjust it, switch it off and on. Again, one more thing is that you'll notice that it has 2 speakers, front-firing speakers. Hence, this is the official website. They should be loud, and they are actually pretty loud. Let me just play one of my own videos. Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing. And as you can see, it's actually pretty loud. California. In fact, outdoors it might look slightly. So generally with for this volume, I had to keep most of the laptops at 100%, but this at 75 or 80% is that loud. So definitely some of the better speakers on this one. Coming to the battery on this, this one has a 51 watt-hour battery on this, and I would say in real world usage, now that I've used it over about 40 days, and it also has a fingerprint scanner over here. And as you can see, it unlocks very quickly. The battery life I was getting in real world, guys, this is not synthetic bullshit or whatever. Here, as you can see, I'm running Windows battery stats. And here, anywhere I was getting almost about 7 to more than about 9.5 hours. But average, as you can see, this is calculated, but actually Windows 8.42 hours. So definitely very good battery life, and that's all thanks to the Ryzen 5 4500U processor. Let me actually give you a configuration overview. Let's run the CPU-Z app, and it will show you show us the internals and everything. This is running on the AMD our Ryzen 5 4500U. This is the new model, guys, and this is actually a 6-core proper 6-core processor, and this is based on 7nm process. Hence, that's why the battery life is very good. Also, in regular usage, I never had an issue of overheating or fans going crazy. Again, if you go to the caches, it has 4 MB of L3 cache. And again, main board is made by Lenovo. Memory, guys, it has 8 GB of RAM, and that's DDR4 in dual channel that we are getting. And again, graphics will be the Vega 6 graphics on this one. Internal graphics, no external graphic card. But overall I would say the configuration is actually really good on this one. And also I never had a problem of waking up from sleep, etc. Moving to the body, this front body has a slight metallic coating, guys, but the entire body is actually made up of hard ABS plastic. And you might say, oh, plastic, it's bad. No, it's good quality plastic that they are using. So I would say it's sturdy. So that's what I like. Now moving to the ports, let's talk about that. I completely forgot about it. Here we have one microphone, and here we have that headphone jack. And this is interesting. If you notice, this is the USB Type-C port. Actually, you can charge with the USB Type-C. Then you also have, a full-size HDMI port. The charger, what they are actually giving is the barrel type charger, guys. As you can see, in India, at least they're giving this, but you can definitely charge this laptop with this Type-C port, and I have charged it, so that's actually a nice thing. But India, they are also supplying this. This is the charger that comes inside the box, standard barrel type charger. Back, if you move, here we have the vents to dissipate the heat, and this is the hinge, and on this end we have the two USB ports. We also get a full-size SD card, and this is your power on off button. It's here because it's tablet's style. And let's open this up, and as I've shown you, we do get the fingerprint scanner here, as you can see, and it works very, very well. I never had a problem with the fingerprint scanner. So that way, I like the laptop, that is. And also in terms of battery life, it was good. Now talking about the performance was very good. And to give you an idea, let me actually show you some of the benchmark scores. For example, I ran the Cinebench. This is R15, guys, not R20. And as you can see, for the CPU, just notice the score, 940. It's excellent score. The Intel counterpart generally get about, even in the Core i7, about 600 something. So very good. But let's see the R20, which is actually gives you a good idea about the CPU. And as you can see, the Cinebench R20, you can also download it and run on your laptop to get an idea. See the damn CPU score, 2343. This is bonkers. This is more than double that you can get with even a Intel Core i7 based laptop. So for the price, the performance of the CPU is bonkers, guys. Even heavy video editing you can actually do with this one. The CPU raw power that the CPU has is just amazing at this price point that we are getting. And I also ran this Crystal Disk Mark. It has a 512GB SSD, guys. And the SSD scores that I was getting is for read is 1.6GB and reads 1.2. These are decent for the price. I won't say this is the fastest or anything, but these are actually decent. And again, as I've shown you, the booting process is also quick. It takes just about 10 seconds. And when you wake it up from sleep, it's almost instant. You don't have to worry. As you saw, the benchmark scores were also very good. So I would say this is a very practical laptop. Another good thing is that with this laptop, at least in India, they are giving us the Microsoft Office student license preloaded. That's lifetime. So that's also actually really good. And again, you can use the touchscreen and the pen if you really want to use that. Coming to another thing about the screen, guys, I actually like the screen on this one. The viewing angles are actually good. Generally what happens sometimes in many of the laptops in this price range, if you just move around, the picture starts to fade. That is not a problem with this one. And I would say the screen quality is much better than many of the laptops. In fact, the Lenovo team told me the sRGB values of this one is actually 75%, which is a lot better than many of the laptops that hover around 45 to about 60%. So that way it's nice. But again, guys, it's not 100% color accurate. For if you make your living doing color correction and stuff, then you have to obviously go with the higher variants that have 100% sRGB values. But overall, considering the price point, I like the screen on this one. The only thing is that the screen is good enough in indoor usage, but it's not super bright. This is the max brightness, guys. And this is just 250 nits. As you can see, indoors it's perfectly fine, but if you're going to use it outdoors, this maximum brightness will not be enough. Another thing I like with this laptop is that if you notice, this is the webcam, and we have a physical shutter on it. And here is a sample that I shot with the webcam. So guys, this is being recorded with the Lenovo 5 Flex camera, and the audio is also being recorded via its internal microphone. I felt that the microphone pickup was actually really good, but what do you guys think of the same? Let me know. And again guys, as you can see, this is in completely artificial lighting. So this is the typical scenario that we are these days inside the home with some artificial lighting. And I feel for online classes, Zoom meetings, or video conferences that we are having a lot these days, I think so this camera is good enough. But you guys let me know, what do you think about this same? Now, what do I feel about this? First, let's go about some of the cons that I have noticed. I've just made down a list, and the thing is that it's not a does not look like a glass trackpad. I might be wrong, but I would say the trackpad for the most part is good. It does the Windows gestures and stuff, and this is sort of nitpicking, guys. The entire body internal is made up of hardened ABS plastic. It's good actually. The build quality is certainly much better than many of the laptops in this price range, but when I press it a little bit firmly, there is a slight keyboard flex that I have noticed. Not a deal breaker, but I thought that you guys should know. Next is that again, as this is on that AMD Ryzen 5 4500U, it does not have a dedicated GPU. The built-in GPU, that's the Radeon GPU, does the job, and I would say this is good enough for a laptop like this in the pricing range, but this is not a high-end gaming laptop. Yes, you can play some games. In fact, a lot of games in the low to about almost medium settings. But again, if you're thinking this is a gaming laptop, no, it's not a gaming laptop. So these were some of the cons that I've noticed. Apart from that, I really like this laptop. I would say it gets a lot of things right that are actually a bit of a compromise in this price range. You get an active stylus in this one, and you don't have to pay extra. You get this. It's a touch screen, and yes, if you are in that one, you want to use it in the tablet mode or flex mode, you can actually use it. Overall, I like the build quality. The speakers are front firing speakers, hence it's actually really loud, much louder than most of the laptops that I've seen, Windows laptops in this price range. So that way, I generally with most of the other Windows laptops, guys, I have to keep it at almost at 100% volume. This I was happy at about 70%. Next thing is that it comes with that 512 gigabytes of SSD, so again decent, not 256. RAM, yes, it's coming with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and this I'm saddened that there is no other variant that's going to be sold. For example, 16 gigabyte RAM variant won't be sold in India, and yes, the RAM is soldered like other laptops in this price range. But overall, I would say I am liking this laptop because of the raw performance. You saw that Ryzen 5 4500U's performance. It's blazingly fast. In the raw CPU, it beats even the Intel Core i7 10th generation almost by 50%. So blazingly fast performance that you are getting on this, and even for heavy tasks, it will do actually a really good job. And apart from that, I like the battery life also on this one. In real world usage, guys, 7 to about 9 hours of battery life. Average, I was getting about 8.5. So overall, I would say if you're looking for a very good mid-range laptop, and you also want this pen support and stuff like that, then you can certainly have a look at this one. And I would say I have tested a bunch of mid-range laptops. As of now, today, if you ask me, this one is overall the best that I have tested till date. But let's see when it comes back in stocks, how would they price it. I hope they don't go bonkers with the pricing. Again, guys, I'll leave the link of Amazon India, or I'll add it when it's officially available. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.